Well, people here in Japan are only now starting to learn about their new leader. Up until now, he has been a virtual unknown. So what do people know of Yoshihiko Noda? While he calls himself a man of mediocrity, he does say if there is one thing, he is reliable, and points to the fact that every weekday for the past 24 years, he has been showing up at train stations like this one in and around Tokyo, talking to the people. How will he perform on the international stage? Well, Noda has shown himself to have a bit of a hawkish streak and is expected to move for warmer ties with the U.S. and cooler ones with China. He has already been quoted as saying that China's increase in military spending should be viewed with a great deal of concern. Like it or not, Noda's time as Prime Minister will likely be rated by how he does on domestic issues because of the massive challenges facing this country. Already, he has said that he plans to create a greater plan to pay for the expensive reconstruction efforts post-March 11th disaster. In terms of a new energy policy, he is a firm supporter of nuclear energy with the idea of slowly drawing down reliance over the next 30 years. Because of his financial experience as finance minister, he also says he plans to tackle the massive debt, the world's largest debt of any country. That is ringing well on Wall Street and in other markets around the world. He says that he may do something very unpopular here, which is raise taxes. Now, overall, people are still wondering if he will be the one that's able to unite a very divided party and also to bring the opposition on board. He will have to do both these things to become successful. One small personal note to come out of this in terms of his personal life is that he is a martial arts buff with a black belt in judo, and political analysts say that in the end he may prove a surprise and be tough enough to outlast his predecessors.
Earlier we spoke to Peter Beck from Keio University, and he said Noda was an unexpected choice.
He's a compromise choice. Most of us weren't really expecting him to become prime minister, but he was basically the only candidate that the different factions in the Democratic Party could agree on. Given that he was Minister of Finance until yesterday, and he's going to be very focused that the economy here is sluggish. Of course, they're still focused on trying to recover from the earthquake and tsunami and getting a handle on the nuclear disaster. So he's going to be very domestically oriented, it's safe to say. And his background, really, he doesn't have a lot of foreign policy experience, so that will be new for him.